I'm seeing a little porcelain doll piece poking out from under this dish. What is that?
I'm Tiffany of Thrifting Vegas. I shop for vintage treasures to buy and resell. Will we find something you like? Join me for a fun adventure and let's go thrifting!
It's Saturday morning and we are back at the Goodwill at Rainbow and Altar. A long-time subscriber who has become a friend of mine. She buys an awful lot of treasures from me and she's very knowledgeable and shares a lot of knowledge with me sometimes when I am stuck on an item. Anyway, she got in touch with me and says there are a couple of pieces at this particular Goodwill that she really wants, and she asked me to pop back and see if by any chance they are here. So we're just going to have a look and see if by any chance the pieces that she wanted are here. Let's have a look see. I know exactly what they look like, so we'll have a preliminary look on the shelves, and then if they're not here, I'll spend the time that I have going around. At first glance, I couldn't find them. Two lovely big glass cutting boards with a floral design and pedestal feet. But we've grabbed a cart, so let's shop the shelves and maybe you can help me keep an eye out for them. This first aisle is glass, figurines and collectibles. Ooh, look at this dapper fellow. The style of painting tells me he is vintage Japanese. Not much of a market for these, so I'm going to leave him. Ooh, Chicago Cubs, Wrigley Field. That's $15. A bit too much for me for resale. This girl is Party Light. Again, not much of a demand. Critters, on the other hand, do very well. Cats, dogs. In fact, the bunny we found last week is in my top 5 best-selling items, so stay tuned for that. You want them to be detailed, really nice quality, and as realistic as possible, like this fellow. Only $4. He's so cute. Let's pop him into the cart. I know you're going to ask me, where is your blanket? Well, I thought I could just pop in to see whether the cutting boards are here. But if you know me, you'll know that I have to have a look. Oh goodness, look at this guy. He's an elephant. He's a wall hanging. I love his curved trunk. It looks like he's going to blow water on somebody. Ooh, $8. That's okay. I think there is still room for some profit in that, and I just can't leave him behind. Into the cart he goes. There's a mirror over here. Let's see. Oh, it's Christmas. All is calm, all is bright. That's lovely, but you'd have to move it after the holiday season. This piece is Party Light. It's a bisque nativity tea light holder. Unfortunately, they sell for less than $20. I had one for the longest time. Little angels. Here's another tea light holder, a baggie. We got candles, a cute little hedgehog with a toadstool. He's dollar store. Look at this elephant. Gold finish, unfortunately damage to the trunk and tusks. That's a real shame because I do love the texture on him. Here's a little trinket box. Lots of damage to that piece as well. Oh, here is Bruce Cassidy. He's the head coach of our Las Vegas Golden Knights hockey team. He's $2. I think I actually have one of these in the box, so I will bring that out to show you. The Knights figurines do sell quite well for me. Here's an owl. He looks like one of those wall hangings, but a bit more modern. Home goods possibly. Oh, she's lovely. Another wall hanging. But unfortunately, I'm seeing a repair. She has a crack on the top of her leg. That's really a shame. This is a Wizard of Oz. Looks like there's something missing in the center there. $40 it was at Savers, and $14 here. Here's a giraffe. These used to sell quite well, but this one appears to be not leather, but a paper reproduction. So we'll leave it. Trays. Oh, I do like this candle holder. Very patriotic. Great for the 4th of July, except for it is broken. Some glass missing. This is a little money bank. Napoleon's hat, possibly. Some angel dishes. Little pansy in a wheelbarrow figurine and trinket box. Both are damaged, as is this bell, missing its dongle. Bells just don't sell very well for me, and I'm not sure why. Little chrysanthemum in a pot, again quite damaged and cracked. Ooh, I love this vase. It looks Italian. Capodimonte, but again lots and lots of damage to the edges. Snow globes. Another bobblehead here. He's a radio personality. More angels and Granny in her chair. Oh, she's a bank. That is really fun. Oh, another tea light holder. I have one of these actually in my online store at thriftingvegas.com. Here we are in the vases, planters and florals. I love the pattern on this pastel vase here, although as I pick it up it's very lightweight and it has a crack to the rim. Many of you ask me why I don't pick up these lovely big vases in all colours, and they're made in China and hand wash only. They are flash painted. That means the colour sooner or later is going to peel off like this one. And if you put them in hot soapy water and or the dishwasher, that paint will come right off and you'll go from a pink or red or purple vase to a clear one. The quality isn't very good. I love the look of this skeleton leaf, but that's just gold paper on there, so that too probably wouldn't stand up to a good wash. It actually reminds me of an artisan pottery piece I found a while ago, and I don't think I ever used the video footage, so perhaps I will add that on to the end of this shopping trip and make the planter and one or two other bits I found available. This looks a bit like Delft blue, but more modern. Probably won't have a mark, and I think we'll leave that. Lots and lots of clear pieces. All sorts. They're great for painting. If you are artistic, there's special glass paint that you can use, and some of the pieces I have seen are absolutely stunning. Little etched picture that's very, very lightweight. Candle holders up here. This is a lovely vase or planter. Mexican made, but it is a souvenir piece with the name of the resort on the side. Oh, that's fun. That's a little coaster. If there was a set of those, I might pick it up. All sorts of silks and flowers. Sweet little plaque. I thought that might be a tile trivet, but it's pressed cardboard. I like this primitive style candle holder. It's a lady paddling a canoe, $6. Sadly, they don't sell very well for me, so I'll leave it. Here's a brass piece. It's very lightweight, made in India, $5. The original vintage brass was actually made in Birmingham, England, not far from where I was born and raised. Those pieces are a lot heavier and nicer quality. Ooh, this is heavy. This is a metal plant stand, probably for an urn or planter or vase. Let's see. Ooh. $45 on this ice bucket. It looks to be silver plate with a ceramic interior, quite heavy. Gosh, if this was a little bit less,
and had a mark on the bottom, I would definitely pick it up. But $45 is just a bit too much for me to risk. What else do we have? I love these vintage nibble trays. I think I have some at home in a set. The wood on that one needs oiling. Look at these little marshmallow people. Oh, it's s'mores. They're on chocolate and a cracker. $5. Unfortunately, their noses seem to be missing, so I'm going to leave it. Back here is a metal starfish. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I have an under the ocean display wall over my fish tank, all different materials and styles and genres, and I think this would be a perfect addition. Stay tuned and we'll add it in together. Look at these. They're tiger cowrie shell napkin rings. There's a set of 4, absolutely perfect if you have a beach themed home, and they are only $3. This is artisan pottery. It's a wall pocket, and a massive leaf has been pressed into the clay and painted to form the design. It's only $4. I love it. A little glass bowl here. I think this one is Mikasa. Oh my goodness, look at the sheep. Fantastic. It almost looks like Blue Mountain pottery. The price works for me. Let's grab that in a sec. Some amber glass. I think this is a vintage Anchor Hocking. I don't know if I've ever seen it this busy of you. I'm really glad you're driving. It's Sunday morning and we are back at Broadacres Market. Now the parking lot is absolutely packed. It literally took us 20 minutes to find a parking spot, but we did it. We're here. Let's go in and see what's happening. Let's go thrifting. One of my very favorite vendors is close to the entrance. She always has an amazing display and adds new treasures to it every single week. Look at the variety, from glass to ceramic to figurines. We've got planters and decor, brass and stone. And she has this amazing way of arranging her treasures. It just pulls you in and makes you want to buy. Little planters there and candlesticks. That little cat is still there. To the left, she has a storage room for restocking, and her booth must take up 2 or 3 spaces. It's absolutely huge. Here's a glass canister, lovely smoky cobalt blue, very heavy, that piece. Ooh, look at the blue ruffle dish. Let's grab my handy dandy keychain blacklight and see if it glows. No glow. Some pink depression glass plates and some little hanging teacup and saucer ornaments. Look at these. At the back is a blue willow coffee set, just lovely. And up here, some green glass. This is a pear-shaped one, and that is either Anchor Hocking or E.O. Brody. I just sold one of those in my online store, but I do have another one similar available. A brass angel and a lovely antiques sign. The booth next door sells Mexican pottery, everything from bowls to figurines to this lovely drink set. Lady has some amazing produce. She has avocados, which are huge. They're $5 a bag. Bowls of grapefruits, they are also $5 for the whole bowl. And down the end, some kiwis, the biggest I've ever seen. They're almost doubled up. Those are $4 a bowl. We actually bought a bag of each, and poor Chris is stuck holding all the produce. We didn't bring the wagon. We found last time that it was quite restrictive if we wanted to go look inside the booths. I'm always really tempted by the nuts and snacks that are sold by the pound. And this aisle has all sorts of souvenir-y bits. If you visit this market, you're going to find a huge variety of booths, from antiques and vintage to souvenirs to house goods to food. This booth is kind of like a garage sale. It's got boxes that you can rummage through, and you just never know what you're going to find. Some treasures are out on the tables here, salt and pepper shakers, some glass grapes and nativities. The gentleman that owns this one actually clears out storage lockers. This booth has a whole table full of white dove figurines.
This is one of my favourite booths here at Broadacres Market. The vendor always has lots of new stuff every single time we come. More gorgeous onyx ashtrays here. The trouble with these is they're so heavy to ship. He has shoes, little balloon light for the wall, casino chips, last time we found the amazing copper framed art here.
I know I look at these two pieces every time I come. The butterfly planter and the candle holder on top of it. And Marco's just told me to go down and look on the right here. He's put some new paperweights out on the shelf. Let's see. That one's pretty. I like that bottle with the stopper. All sorts of figurines. It's a bit dark down here. I really hope that you can see what I'm looking at.
I'm seeing a little porcelain doll piece poking out from under this dish. What is that? She's a doll with almost a brush, like fibers. Very, very old, I'm thinking. Let's have a look at the other pieces while we're down here. Whoops! It's a night light. Little soap dish. That's Kernewick from Cornwall, England. What do we have here? This piece is Bavarian. Lovely floral design on there. I think we'll see how much this little girl is. She's absolutely lovely, and she's definitely old. What is this down here? It looks like a mirror, possibly. Let me just put her down for a second. Are those calla lilies? That is beautiful. Looks like an artisan piece. That's lovely. Some little Asian characters on this one. Dishes. And I have spotted a little piece of a Jim Shore. It's a goose back there. Look at him. It's absolutely lovely. I think that is Wedgwood as well. We'll look at this. We'll look at that. I'm still holding on to my two pieces here. Let's see. That looks like a French piece. Kimper. That's a lovely piece. We'll grab that as well. Look at this absolutely gorgeous, I think it's a German piece. It's a cottage with some music and it appears to be signed.
This booth has the largest decorative plate I think I've ever seen. You would have to hang it on the wall because I don't think it would fit on a table. This booth has all sorts of vintage serveware. I love this iridescent ribbed bowl. And back here is a pink hobnail pedestal candy dish. It does have some chips on the inner rim and it's missing its circus tent lid. These look familiar. They're from Knott's Berry Farm, which is an amusement park and market in Southern California. I spent many hours there in my high school days. Lovely blue and white piece here. I think it is an open sugar bowl, little flowers, and another candy dish. This one has a copper base. Some more interesting pieces on these tables. I wanted to take a look at this mosaic lidded jar. Absolutely love the colors on that. We've got a little perfume bottle. That's got a little bit of damage to it, some crazing and chipping, although I don't think it's too terribly old. The flowers are really pretty. And here's a little trinket box coffee pot. We've got some jewelry, dishes, and this is a quilled butterfly. That is fantastic. If you've watched our previous trips to Broadacres Market, you might remember this booth. Last time we found the incredible handmade in Poland leather box here. Today they have all sorts of pretty glass, console bowls and dishes, and this beautiful swirled bottle. Here's a little mushroom. I think that is dollar store. We've got all sorts of shoes and buckets full of little odds and ends and toys. Here's an Indiana glass frog candle holder. Some Ray Dunn over here. Not sure if that's a sugar bowl or a pencil holder. Some amber goblets. This booth is new to us. I don't think I've been here before. The tables are absolutely stacked with treasures. Look at this fun little tortoisey guy. Sadly, his legs have been broken and repaired, but he is vintage from the 1990s. We've got some Corningware, all sorts of baskets and trays, lots of shoes. Round the other side, some toys and amber glass. That's a really pretty console bowl. Another blue piece here. And I do like this teapot. Very pretty yellow. Unfortunately, teapots don't sell ever so well for me. This one is Royal Danube. I think that is a good brand. And the pattern is just lovely. Here's some Pyrex. This is Americana in brown and gold. It's a Cinderella bowl missing its nesting friends. By itself, it's about a $10 piece. At the very back over here are two pieces of ironwood. This is getting increasingly difficult to find, and it's protected, so you're not allowed to harvest ironwood anymore. These are carved out of one piece of wood. The pelican is in nice condition. This marlin has a big chunk out of his lower jaw. If you ever find yourself in Las Vegas and you want to come to Broadacres Market, I have a few tips for you. Aside from the obvious ones, arrive early, wear comfy shoes, bring plenty of water and snacks, have cash and plenty of small bills. Remember where you park your car and make sure that it's empty. There are a couple more I would like to share. If you find something that you absolutely love, don't hesitate to buy it. There's nothing worse than coming back later in the day and it's already gone. On that same note, if there's something you don't have to have and it's a bit much for your budget, do come back later on that day. The vendor might be more willing to deal with you as they're having to pack up their stuff to take it all home. This vendor always has some beautiful glass and collectibles, paperweights, figurines. We've got plates, tumblers and champagne flutes, lots of crystal and candle holders, and by making a bundle, I can usually make the pricing work. I've spotted a single amber Blenko glass elephant. I'm not going to buy it because it does have some chips and damage, but they're always fun to find. Slowly but surely, vintage brass is becoming popular again. Some of my fondest memories are summertime sitting around my grandparents' dining room table, polishing their brass. This piece is dragonware, a Moriarty finish with a dragon on it. Always check these because sometimes they have an image of a geisha girl on the bottom. Lots of lovely paperweights. I'm always on the lookout for signed pieces. Caithness of Scotland do especially well for me. I love this milk glass, the hobnail bowl and the vase, and a lovely bowl at the back there too. It's gone 11 o'clock and we are heading out to take our German Shepherd dogs to Floyd Lamb Park. Bear and Rio love their runs in the desert, so do stay tuned. After my top 5 best-selling items and the haul, I'll include some footage of them having the time of their lives. And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. Coming in at number 5, the stunning ocean floor glass paperweight. I paid $3 for it and I sold it for $37. In the number 4 slot, the beautiful artisan signed vase with the leaves and swirled vines. I paid $6 for it and sold it for $35. At number 3, the musical River Bell paddle boat. I paid $8 for it and sold it for $45. Coming in at number 2, the beautifully unique Polynesian turtle wall hanging. I paid $3 for it and I sold it for $31. And at number 1, the best-selling item from my last haul was the lovely little cased glass bunny. I paid $5 for him and sold him for $45. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill and the Broadacres Marketplace. Let's start over here with our fantastic artisan-made leaf wall pocket. It looks like a chestnut leaf to me, and I love the way the front follows the shape of the leaf. It has a string for hanging. It's not lined, so if I was going to put fresh flowers and water in there, I think I would line it with a little bit of plastic. It's a beautiful piece, extremely unique, and I am asking $65. If you watch my last video, you'll know that we added some jellyfish to my
wall display over my fish tank. Funnily enough, we found another piece that would look absolutely perfect added to the display. It's a little sea star or starfish made of metal. It was only $1.49. I'm going to, I think, remove these little stickies. We don't need those. And use this little metal piece to hang it. Now it's got squished down, but I think we can easily bend it around like that to form a little hook. Next, our amazing wall hanging elephant. Look at this guy. No damage, tusks are complete. The detail is incredible. There is his hook for hanging, and I am asking $28. This little French bulldog is absolutely gorgeous. A little sleepy puppy. The detail is incredible, and I would actually put him on a high shelf because his face is just adorable. I am asking $28 on the Frenchy puppy. I love the pattern of cowrie shells. Each one is absolutely unique. They're spotted, and these have been cut into napkin holders. Such a wonderful idea. I am asking $14 on the set of 4. Look at this pottery sheep. The colours are lovely. The blue with the brown. I am asking $18. Moving on to the pieces we found at Broadacres. This was in Marco's booth, one of my very favourite vendors. It's an incredible piece, hand signed. A cottage, which I believe is also hand coloured. Pieces online have sold upwards of $100. This one is framed. I believe the glass is anti-glare. It has a string or wire on the back for hanging, and I am asking $125. In Marco's booth as well, I found this Henri Quimper of France teacup and saucer. His signature little figure here, female figure. He also has a male figure. Unfortunately, there was only one set. Floral pattern. I am asking $24 on the set. Same booth, Marco's booth. This amazing piece, and I discovered it's a brush for brushing crumbs from the tablecloth. She is ceramic or porcelain on top, fiber skirt in the brush, and ribbon, and I believe she dates between 1900 and 1920. She has a loop she could hang on the wall. The ribbon is a little bit worse for wear, but that's to be expected for a 100-year-old piece. I am asking $38. Also in Marco's booth, the lovely Jim Shaw goose. Look at the detail on this piece. It's absolutely fabulous. I am asking $24. In a very similar style is this rooster. He's got daisy flowers on his wings and tail. Beautiful colours. $22 on the rooster. Look at this mirror. It's gorgeous. Calla lilies in a pinky purple. This is pottery. It has a string for hanging, mirror in the center. I'm asking $75. I had to pick up this lovely piece of African style jewelry. It's on a spring, little beads with a trumpet style clasp area here. This is also wire. Beautiful colors. I'm asking $38 on the necklace. Moving forward over here, we have some quarry critters, little minis. I have a set of 4 little tiny cats and a set of 3 frogs. I am asking $25 for each set, 4 cats or 4 frogs. This little turtle is a trinket box. He's absolutely lovely. Let me open him up for you. Oops. There we go. Little secret trinket box. Beautiful detail. Little rhinestones. I am asking $18 on the turtle. We have some paperweights here. These are both Caithness of Scotland. They are signed and numbered. The mark on the bottom, this one is Moon Crystal. And this one is Tango. $45 on the small pink and white and $65 on the blue. Look at this beautiful ruffle vase. I love the color, a deep purpley burgundy with a white stripe. You don't often see ruffle vases in this size. I am asking $28. I always pick up Aurifur's crystal candle holders when I see them. Look how beautifully this is refracting the light. It's so sparkly, a cross shape with a beautiful smooth indent for the candle. You could also pop a floating candle in there quite nicely. It is marked on the bottom, Aurifur's. And I am asking $24. I had to pick up this little brass piece from Marco. It's an Aladdin lamp. The lid comes off. It's on a chain. Absolutely fabulous. It is heavy, heavy brass, really nice quality. If you don't like the darker patina, I'm sure this would polish up beautifully to a lovely shiny brass. And I am asking $28 on the little Aladdin lamp. Back here, a few more glass pieces. This is an incredible vintage little pitcher with an atomic design. Look at those starbursts, red with glittery white all over. I've not seen this pattern before in a pitcher. I've only come across the glasses, so I had to grab it. I am asking $38 on the vintage atomic design pitcher. I thought this little glass was so unique. It has a pouring spout and almost like a little collar here. I thought it would be lovely with a little air plant or a succulent in it if you didn't want to use it to drink from. Lovely leaves and a windy stem. So unique. I am asking $12. In the first booth we visited, I noted the Lido Milano vase. This one is very similar. This one is a Brody piece, EO Brody. It's marked on the bottom. The lovely crinkle, it's emerald green, and I am asking $14. Up front here, we have the mid-century modern little tray. Now, we found a similar one in Goodwill, and I mentioned that I had this one put aside in my inventory. It really needs some oil on these handles. As you can see, they're really dry, and even more so because they've had this sticky tape on them. So what I'm going to do in a segment after this is remove the tape, give them a clean, and oil them up, and we'll see how they look. If you enjoyed this video, the best thing you can do for me is to stay through the end and watch another one. On the end screen, I'll link another video for you, as well as a playlist that you can just pop on while you're doing things around the house or relaxing in bed. You don't have to touch a thing. It'll just play my videos for you from newest to oldest. If you see something you'd like to purchase, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. I always say, if you fall in love with something, please feel free to offer a few dollars over the asking price to give yourself the best chance at winning the item. Do stay tuned. After this, we have Bear and Rio in the desert as promised, and our lovely fish tank and our cats. I've removed the sticky tape from our lovely vintage dishes, but as you can see, it's left quite a bad residue on the wood. Now, I think what I'm going to do before I even wash these is give them a good coat of Butcher Block conditioner, food safe mineral oil, just to moisturize them and see if we can get rid of that dark color. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to squirt some along the wood. You can immediately see the difference. This wood is so thirsty. Let's rub it in just a bit. I am hoping it will get rid of that sticky tape line. As you can see, I've got a load on there. I really want the wood to absorb as much as possible. Let's pop some more on this. I love the way it changes color. It's just so thirsty for some oil and nourishment there. I'm really excited. I think that this oil will immediately take away that sticky dark spot from the tape. I'm going to put it on every single wood handle. Let's try this one. Oh goodness. That is drastic. Look at the difference. And this one will be too, I'm sure. Don't think this one goes with the set. It looks to be a little bit of a different type of wood on there, but still benefiting from the moisturizing. Let me give these a good massage, and I will come back to you with how they look. Look how beautifully the wood handle have soaked up all the lovely mineral oil. Each one is now uniform and beautifully dark and nourished. I even put some oil on the handles of these little fondue forks that I had with the dishes. They're just lovely, in super condition. Oh, this one has a label. It says stainless steel, superior quality and finish, made in Hong Kong. That's such a lovely little sticker there. So my plan for these is to leave them to soak overnight so the oil penetrates right into the wood. In the morning, I'm going to give them a wash and dry to get any sticky residue off and dirt and dust, and then I will coat the handles with one more coat of oil.
I have to show you this avocado we bought at the market. It's huge, about as big as my hand, and when I open it up, look at the size of that stone. I'm going to try to grow it. Make sure you're subscribed to get notified of my next video, and I'll show you how.
So Chris mistakenly forgot to change out of his slippers. We arrived at the trail, so he had to go back and change his shoes. The dogs are refusing to walk any distance without him. They're absolutely frantic, so we're waiting for him to get out of the car. He just pulled into the parking lot, and as he starts walking, I'm going to let them go. Stay away. Where's Daddy? Get him! Where's Daddy? Go get him! Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Get him! Rio, come on. Let's go. Come on. tired.
This is going to be so much fun. I'm here at Goodwill, but I'm not alone. My mum and my daughter Miley are with us.
Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone.
What are we going to look for today? Stuff.
Stuff. Cut.
I was not prepared for